Hi guys, King Wizard here, coming at you with a Batteryman deck profile. I'm going to try to make this kind of fast because I think I have a tendency to make my videos a little too long, and I'm going to try to work on that in the future. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. For the monsters, we have 3 Batteryman 9V, 3 Batteryman Charger, 2 Batteryman Fuel Cell, and 1 Batteryman Industrial Strength. For the other monsters, we have 3 Fire Hands and 2 Ice Hands, and 2 Summoner Monks. For the spells, we have 1 Raigeki, 2 Magic Planters, 2 Pot of Dualities, 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, 3 Monarch Stormforth. For the traps, we have 3 Mischief of the Gnomes, 2 Powerful Rebirth, 3 Call of the Haunted, 3 Fiendish Chain, 1 Solemn Warning, and 2 Mind Crush. For the side deck, we have 2 Breakthrough Skills, 3 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, 2 Pulling the Rug, 2 Fairy Wind, 2 Imperial Iron Wall, 1 MST, 1 Ice Hand, and 2 Maxi. For the extra deck, we have 1 Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger, 1 M7, 1 Pleiades, 1 Volcasaurus, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Castel, 1 Daigusto Emerald, 1 Ragna Zero, 1 Exciton Knight, 1 Cowboy, 1 Silent Honor Arc, 1 Lava Ball Chain, 1 Tellarknight Ptolemaeus, 1 Tellarknight Constellar Diamond, and 1 Constellar Omega. Now, to briefly go over some of the card choices, the hands are in here because this deck, the hands kind of go hand in hand, no pun intended, with only running 2 fuel cells. A lot of people, when 9V was introduced, saw this deck as an OTK deck, and while it does still have that potential, at least more so in casual play, when you're going up against more top tier decks, it's best to turn this deck into more of a grind based deck rather than an OTK deck. Now, in certain instances, against top tier decks, you can OTK. I had recently won a match against Necros, and in game 2, I won on my 3rd turn, or yeah, on turn 3 of the overall duel, my 2nd turn. And so it's still possible, but it's a lot less likely to happen, even if you are main decking, an OTK style deck. Now, this one obviously isn't. It's more to help the grind game, and that's mainly what the hands are for. The other good thing about the hands is that they almost will always leave out one of them. So, like, even if you have a fire hand on the field, you can, if they attack into it, that's still going to leave an ice hand. Depending on the matchup, it may not be great, especially if you open with an ice hand against Necros. It's going to be terrible just because they don't run back row, obviously. But it's great leaving at least one on the field for potential tribute fodder, and as well as rank 4 plays. I'm running Summoner Monk. I know a lot of Batteryman players don't really run this card. Some of them do. I really like it. It helps like opening hands because this deck can brick pretty easily. But Summoner Monk really helps those brick hands, in my opinion. To help justify running Powerful Rebirth and Summoner Monk, I'm running 2 Magic Planters. Magic Planter to help justify the increased spell count for Summoner Monk, to make him more viable, as well as running Powerful Rebirth makes Magic Planter a little bit more live, and it also justifies running Powerful Rebirth. 3 Mischief of the Gnomes, because this card, as I've been learning, I need to learn this deck, the ins and outs of it more, because I'm not the best with it. I need to get a lot better with it, really, in my opinion. I still have a lot to learn. I get like one-track minded a lot with this deck for some reason. But one of my biggest issues is most of the time I see Mischief of the Gnomes as more of a playmaker, more of a more of a potential charger play. But when I really need to be seeing it both as that and as an offensive card. This card can be used against Burning Abyss and Satellar Knights to great effect. and completely screwing up their Xyz plays. And as everybody knows, both Burning Abyss and Stellar Knights need to make Xyz plays in order for them to be in any sort, you know, vicious, I guess, or competitive or viable. So stopping them for a turn can really slow them down, and that's especially good against the Burning Abyss matchup, which is, in my opinion, this deck's hardest matchup. Um, Powerful Rebirth is in there for obvious, you know, additional reuse of 9-volt, as well as potential rank 5 plays. Call of the Haunted self-explanatory. 3 Fiendish Chain and 2 Mind Crush, because I feel like these cards are really good this format, especially Mind Crush, because a majority of the top decks search, you know, Stellar Knights have Rhoda and Deneb, Klees have Summoner's Art, Burning Abyss has the occasional Scarm, and as everybody knows, almost everything in Necros can search. So Mind Crush is really good this format, as well as Effect Negation. I feel like the side deck is pretty self-explanatory. I am running 3 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors over a potential 3rd Imperial Iron Wall, because I feel like this deck has a harder Burning Abyss matchup than it does a Necros matchup. As for the extra deck, I am running Ptolemaeus and Constellar Diamond, because, again, this deck has a pretty hard Burning Abyss matchup, so every little bit helps. I might upload dueling videos with this deck more, because this is probably going to be my main deck for competitive play at the moment. So in the future, I'm probably going to be uploading some dueling videos, probably both on Dueling Network and on DevPro. I don't really like DevPro that much for competitive dueling, so if I do it in there, don't expect it to be against anything super amazing. I'll probably be more laid back myself as well, but if you see me dueling with this deck on Dueling Network, then that means I'm probably going to be in serious mode. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys.